Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing well. So in this Salesforce Agentforce series, today we are going to learn about Agent Builder in Salesforce Agentforce. So in today's video, we are going to learn about Agent Builder in Salesforce Agentforce. So in previous video, I have explained about how we can enable the Einstein setup. After that, how we can enable the Agentforce, and after that, how we can activate the Agentforce employee agent in Salesforce. That video link I have provided in the description box. You can go through it so that you will be deeply understand about the Agentforce agent in Salesforce Agentforce. Now in this video, we are going to learn about Agent Builder in Salesforce. So the Agent Builder is nothing but where we can create the agent, assign the actions, topics and the instructions. After that, we can trace the agent and we can activate the agent. That workspace is the Agent Builder. So I'm going to explain all about the agent builder. For that, watch this video till the end and don't miss any step. And if you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get regular updates. And now, before moving ahead, here is very big announcement for the Salesforce geekers. We have launched Salesforce admin courses. So as you visit to our SalesforceFAQs website, here we have the free ebooks. As you click over here, so here we have some free ebooks. In that you will get Salesforce admin training for the beginners, then the Salesforce Agentforce ebook. After that, here also we have Salesforce Flow ebook, and then we recently uploaded Salesforce admin interview questions and answers. So you can download these ebooks fully free. And then as you navigate to our courses, here you will see the courses. Here we have the Salesforce admin training course, then the Agentforce training course, and then we will also have the Join Pro bundle. As you navigate to the courses, so here you can see, here we have the year-end sales, where you will get the Salesforce training course bundle with the 50% off. And also as you scroll down, here you will see the courses that we have created. In that we have the Salesforce admin training course, Agentforce training course, and then complete training course bundle, in which you will have the Salesforce admin training course with the Agentforce course. So if you want to enroll for these courses, you can click on this enroll now button. And also if you want to know more about these courses, you can click read more button. There we have added the course content and then the feature of these courses. Now coming back to our topic. So now let's understand the agent builder in Salesforce Agentforce. So here first let me tell you, so this one is my old org. To explain the agent builder, here I am using my old org where I have enabled the default agent, and then also I have created one service agent, and I also have activated these both agents. Now let me open these agents in the different tab. So first we will have the default org, which is the employee type of agent, and then we have the service agent, which is the Agentforce service agent. Now first let's talk about the employee agent, which is the default agent. So for the default Agentforce agent, we have the standard name, then the API name. After that, here you can see the description and AI assistance for in-org business task. After that, as I open the service agent, here you can see this information we can provide while creating the service agent. So here I have provided Agentforce service agent. So here you can provide the name for the service agent as per your business need. After that, the API name will be automatically populated as per the name you have provided. Then here we need to provide the description. That means for what purpose you are going to create this service agent. So here I have created this service agent to deliver the personalized customer interaction with an autonomous AI agent. Then Agentforce service agent intelligently support your customers with common queries and the escalate complex issues. So for this reason I have created this service agent. Then what is the role of this agent? An AI customer service agent whose job is to help the customer with support the questions or other issues. That means in previously I have explained how this service agent works in the community side or customer facing side. And also I have explained how this service agent solve the customer queries faster. After that, here I have provided company, which is the soft drink. So here you can provide your company as per a requirement. And then here you can see, here we have one agent user. But now as you open the default agent, as I scroll down, here you can see, here we don't have the agent user. So why this? Because the default Agentforce agent, only those users can use who are logged in users. That means let me show you. So here I am opening the sales application. Now here you can see the Agentforce icon. So here I am using this Agentforce because I have logged into the Salesforce, and whatever the permissions I have, whether it will be the field level security, object level security, or the profile permissions, according to that I can fetch the record, or I can give the task, or I can give the prompt to the agent, and agent will perform that task according to the permissions I have. So for that reason, for this default agent, which is the employee agent, don't need to assign any user. But for this service agent we deployed to the customer site. That means external users are going to be use that agent. Now there will be the number of users. So what we can do, we can assign one user for this agent, and we can give the permissions according to the business needs or according to the requirement of that service agent, and according to that agent can perform the task and display the information to the external users. So for example, we have created this service agent for this soft drink order management purpose, and we have given the permission to this agent user to access the soft drink order object. Now if the external user or the customer give the prompt, I want to know the lead status, or I want to know the opportunity status. Now for those objects we didn't give the permission to this user. That means this user not able to perform that query or perform that task. Now if the customer will ask the query about the soft drink order management, then this agent can able to perform the task or perform the action and give response to the external customer or the external user. So why we don't need the user here? Because who is the logged in user, according to that this employee agent can perform the actions. And why we need user here? Because whatever the permissions we will assign to this agent user, only according to those permissions this service agent can perform the actions. Now let me show you this user. So here let me copy this username. I am navigating to the setup. So I can directly search in the global search for this user. So here we have that user. As I open it, now here you can see for this user the Salesforce allocated one special license, which is the Einstein agent. So here you can see for this user, which is the Einstein service agent user, for this user the Salesforce provided the Einstein agent license, and then it also has the special profile, which is the Einstein agent user. And also this user cannot log in into the Salesforce. This user only because of we can give the permission to this user, and according to that the service agent can perform the actions or the task. Now how we can give the permission to this user? So here you can see, here we have permission set assignment. As you click on it, here we will have two permission sets, or if you want to create new one you can create it. Now as I open this Agentforce service agent permissions, let me show you. So from here let me click on this view summary. Now as I scroll down, as I click on this object permissions, for this user we have given the soft drink order permissions. That means we have given the soft drink order object permission to this user, so that whenever the external user or the customer ask about the query about this soft drink order, so that will be placing the order, getting the status of the order. Then if they want to cancel the order, whatever the actions we will assign to this agent, according to that this agent will give the response to the customers. So because of this, to the service agent we need to assign one user. So while creating the service agent in our new org, I will be detail explain about this. Now let me open the default agent. So here I am opening the system messages. Now here you can see the welcome message. Tell your agent how to greet end users. A welcome message is sent to be beginning of the each conversation. So this default agent we have on the Salesforce org only. So here I am opening this message. Now here you can see the welcome message. So this welcome message will display on the beginning of the each conversation. So what is the message? Hi, I am Agentforce, an AI assistant, and whatever the message we will customize, that message will be display beginning of the each conversation. Let me show you on the sales application. So here you can see before the conversation, here you can see the message, hi, I am Agentforce, an AI assistant. So same message will be displayed over there. And now if error will occur, so here we need to tell our agent to say if the system error occurs. So here is the message. When any system error will occur, this message will display. So if you remember in the previous session, before activating the default agent, we was saying this error message because we wasn't activated the default agent even though we was trying to access the chat. So because of that we was getting this message. Now let's see the service agent. So for this service agent we have another option which is topic. As I click on it, so here you can see here we have assigned one topic to this agent. So here I am not going to explain about the topic, instructions and actions because we will have the dedicated session for all these things. So let me give you an overview. The topic are nothing but the scope of the agent. That means for example, here we have given the soft drink order topic. Now whatever the queries raised by the customers, if they related with this soft drink order, then this Agentforce service agent will look inside this topic, whatever the actions they have, and if there will be any action according to the query the customer has been raised, then this agent will execute that action and give the response to the customer. After that we have the system messages. As I click on it, now here you can see here we have welcome message. If you want to edit these messages, then first we need to deactivate this agent. So let me deactivate this agent. Now here you can see in the conversation preview, here we have one message which is the welcome message. Hi, I am an AI service assistant. How can I help you? Now let me deactivate this one. And again as I navigate back, now this time here you can see as I open the system message or also details also or the details as well, I can edit this one. So here I am opening the system message and here you can see the welcome message before editing. Hi, I am an AI service assistant. How can I help you? In the conversation preview, we have seen this message, and then if any error will occur, then sorry, it looks like something has gone wrong. This message will display. Now let me change this welcome message. Hello, how can I help you? Let me save this one. So now again as I open in builder, this time here you will see in the welcome message, hello, how can I help you? So in this way we can customize the system messages. Again let me open the service agent. Now we have the language settings. So these settings we can customize in the builder. I will show you that also. The default language is English and the tone is casual. And then we have the connection tab. Now what is this connection tab? As I scroll down, here you can see here we have inbound omni-channel flows. What is it means? So for example, whenever any external user or the customer raise the request to the AI agent or the service agent, then to route the request from the external user or the customer to the AI agent, we need to configure the omni-channel. So for that we need to create the flow in the Salesforce, and that flow only should be omni-channel flows. So again for the default agent, again we have the language settings, same for the English and casual. So let me show you how we can change the language setting for the service agent. As I open in builder for this service agent, and then as I click on this language, here you can see from here we can select the language. From here we can select the language, and then as I scroll down, from here we can change the tone of the language. So this is an overview of the Salesforce agent builder. So in this session what we have seen, for the default agent we don't need to assign the user, because who is the logged in user, whatever the permissions have for that user, according to that the agent will perform the actions. And then for this service agent user we need to specify the user, and that user will have their own profile and the license also which Salesforce has provided. And for that user we need to assign the permissions, whatever the task the AI agent needs to perform as per the business needs. So I hope whatever I explained you understood that. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon. So whenever we post a new video, you will get an update. Thank you.